All right, we will start with Anthony Dasher. Do you have a question?
Yes, Jamaree, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Kind of get you to look back a little bit. I remember whenever you first committed to Georgia, and of course Sam Pittman used to always was known for the Yes Sir videos. You saw that one he did for you. What was your first reaction to that?
Oh man, it was fun. That was a fun day for me. Just seeing that guy in his face light up, man. He's got a smile you can't really hate on. But he's got good energy. He's always been that way. It made me really happy. Made my mom really happy. He's good at building relationships. That was what he was best at. So it just made me feel happy. Just to see him light up and how happy it made him.
And just one quick follow-up. You're getting ready apparently to make your first career start at left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what's the anticipation like for you playing a position, starting a position you have not played before?
Like I said before, I'm excited to go out there and compete. I'm a competition guy. I like going out there and competing. I know they have good edge rushers, and I'm excited to see what they got. I work really hard for this moment. I worked every day during quarantine just to, keep my weight down and working on my technique. And I'm really excited to go out there and compete, just to be able to compete against somebody else. Another not defense every day. So, it's exciting.
Thanks, man.
Okay, we'll go to Jake Rowe.
Yeah, Jamaree, taking it back to Coach Pittman again, and there's been a lot of questions about him this week, but I asked Trey the same thing earlier in the week. You kind of get past this game. Let's say you guys win. I mean, your relationship with Coach Pittman, everything he meant to you, bringing you to Georgia, is it a situation where you're kind of rooting for him from here on out and rooting for him every time he's not playing Georgia?
Of course. I mean, Coach Pitt has always been great to me. He's been great to my family. Always treated me with utmost respect here. I got a lot of love for Coach Pitt. I'll tell him that right now if I could talk to him. I love to compete against him, but he's always been special to me. He always have a special place in my heart because he poured a lot into me while he was here, and I got better. We had a great relationship, and of course, I love to see him have success. I'm not upset with his decision. He did what was best for him, and all I can do is wish him the best. And I hope they have a great season, and I'm excited to compete against him.
Okay, we'll go to Sept Emerson.
Jamaree, just to keep the Coach Pittman conversation going, it's a little unusual for an O-line coach to go straight to being a head coach. Did you have any kind of curiosity about the adjustment that he would make, or did you always kind of think all along he has head coach qualities?
He's a great person. So, I think that's one thing that it takes to be a great head coach is you got to be a great person. I didn't necessarily say I questioned his characteristics as a head coach. Because, different head coaches have different characteristics that make them great. But I know Coach Pittman, he'll do a great job at Arkansas and any place he'd be at. I know he's got great ties to that place, and that's he got a lot of ties to that place, so it means a lot to him to be there. We talk all the time. He's gonna be a great head coach, and he's gonna have that team ready to play because it means a lot for him to be there. So I'm excited for the opportunity.
Okay, Mark Weiser, you're next.
Hey, Jamaree, I wonder if you've had a chance to talk to Andrew Thomas at all, if he's given you some advice about left tackle as you get ready to take over that spot.
Of course, we worked out a lot over quarantine. He had a big matchup this weekend himself. He played against Khalil Mack. He has good reps, too. So, I was excited to see him go out there and compete. It got me really fired up, because we just kind of worked out together. And, just to see him go out there and then play two pretty good games. Last game he kind of had a little rough patch, but, pretty well for a rookie. So, just seeing him go out there and compete was really fun. It's fun to see him, progress because, I've seen him go from middle school to high school, college, and now college and NFL at the highest level. So, it's fun to watch him compete. And, like we talk all the time. Probably once or twice a week, we just, check in on each other. And, as far as advice, pretty much gave me everything he had as far as over quarantine, just working out. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Thanks.
Okay, Chip Towers, do you have a question?
Hey, Jamaree, a couple of former players have kind of leveled accusations, guys that were on the team just last year. One about racism and another about a toxic environment. As a teammate to those guys just a year ago, were you shocked, surprised, or angered by those comments? And do you want to offer any rebuttal?
Everybody has a different experience here. I can only speak for myself. I can't really, speak for what they went through. As for my experience, I haven't experienced any racism, any prejudice or anything like that here. I come to work here and I go to work every day, and I don't experience that. It's a pretty pretty great environment for me. And, if those guys experience that here, I really am sorry for them that they went through that, because I understand what it's like to be an African-American man in this country. It's tough. So, we experience it all over the globe. But, as far as in this facility, I haven't experienced that. In Athens, I haven't experienced that yet. So, but that's not to downplay their experience here. But, as far as my experience, I haven't experienced that. No.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, Connor Riley.
Hey, Jamaree, have you noticed sort of anything different with the way Zamir has prepared and practiced this offseason with maybe a little bit more intensity or focus or drive?
As focused, I think he's excited to just be the guy. Take more handoffs this year in the game. He's been really focused every day. He comes out there with his eyes focused. when you meet him in the hole, you just gotta be ready. Even for us, he'll run up our back every once in a while. You just gotta make sure you move somebody out of the way, because if you don't, you'll get moved out of the way by him. So he comes out there, he runs hard every day, ran hard in preparation for this season. So Zamir is going to be Zamir, man, the hard worker that we all know. So.
Okay, Jed May or Brandon Such, do you guys have a question?
Hey, Jamaree. So another question on Coach Pittman. Can you recall a favorite memory or story from when he had y'all all together, or y'all's relationship? Is there something you think back on that just makes you laugh, or about him and the time y'all had together?
Man, that's hard. It's a lot of good memories, man. Go down memory lane. I'll say one time when he was when I was he'll remember this story too. I'm sure he will. One time I was getting recruited by him. Probably about my junior year. Me and Drew had come up. I think it was Drew had just signed, and we were coming up for spring practice. And he had on these pants, like really tight pants, and these shoes. And Coach Pittman, man, he's always looking for a new hip thing. That's just his style. And so he had on these joggers, and they weren't his style. I just put it like that. They weren't his style. And so he was just looking at them. He's like, "You like these?" And I was like, "Nah, Coach, I really like those." And so and he had some shoes, and he's like, "You like these?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like those." And so next time I come up, I was like, "Coach, what happened to the pants?" He's like, "Oh, I burned them. I just burned them. Those are gone. You'll never have to worry about those again." And I was just like, "This man here is just a character." But yeah, it's probably one of the funniest memories I got of Coach Pittman, among others, of course. But I just can't really think of him right now. But that's the first one that comes to mind.
Austin Roper, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. Hey, Jamaree. With everything that all the craziness that's been, in this off season with COVID and everything like that, does this week act like, how closely related to a normal week one does this week feel to you? Is the anticipation there? Does it feel normal to you, or are you kind of more excited considering that, this season hasn't always been a certainty? What's that been like?
The excitement is certainly there. Definitely for me, this is one of my first starts at a new position, so I'm definitely excited for myself. It feels different, of course. Just with everything that's been going on and all the anticipation leading up to this. It just seems like it's finally here. Like in a regular season, like in a regular opposed to a normal situation. It's coming. You come out fresh out of fall camp. You're going head first into week one preparation, and it's just like it's here. But it's just like, wow, you look back over all this time. There's like so much football that we miss, spring ball and half of summer workouts. It's just like crazy. But, the fact that we're here now, it just feels kind of a little bit surreal. But, I'm laser focused on Arkansas, and I'm excited to compete.
Okay, Palmer, do you have a question?
Yeah. Jamaree, obviously we know about Malik and Trayvon at defensive end. But as a tackle and somebody that matches up against them, who do you think are some other guys that we should know about at that position, and what do you expect from them this year?
As far as Malik and Trayvon, they're really good players. Of course, everybody knows that. Really explosive guys, really, really long guys. Trayvon's got really long arms. He's really great athlete. So, matching up against, going against them every day is really fun for me because I always get better. They're really shifty. They can move. As far as other guys that play the position, we got really great edge rushers, honestly, just not even defensive ends, but outside linebackers. From top to bottom, that room is just – it's outstanding, honestly. Coach Landon and Coach Smart did a great job recruiting that room. They make me better every day. I play the premier edge rushers that the SEC has to offer every day, so I'm really excited for the opportunity to continue to battle against them because, every day we talk out of practice, like, oh, you got me with that move, and I'm like, oh, you got me with that move. So we got really great players. Even the youngest guy in the room, MJ Sherman is really, really great player. I've been practicing against him a lot this week. So, I mean, yeah, it's just from top to bottom, we got really great edge rushers on this team. And it's kind of hard to single out one or two guys. I just know who I see every day. So, I mean, those guys come every day. So, yeah.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions.
Jamaree, getting back to the left tackle thing one more time. Did you ever envision yourself ever playing that spot? Because you've always been an interior guy or a right tackle throughout your early career here.
Honestly, at this level, it's kind of hard to say that I did. Honestly, I didn't think that I would be. Before possibly midway through last season, I'd be like, maybe I could be a guy that plays outside because I made that transition last year. But just coming out of high school, I was the number one guard coming out, so it was just hard to think man, I could be a left tackle at Georgia. It's hard, but the chips fell where they were, and I'm really excited for the opportunity. But to say I predicted that, it's kind of hard. But I played tackle in high school, and obviously it's nothing like playing tackle in the SEC. But I worked really hard for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So.
Jamaree, you guys going to be rolling out there with a new starting quarterback with Jake now gone. How do you feel about that, on the road with a guy that hadn't been in that position at Georgia?
And I'm excited. We got options galore at quarterback. We got a lot of guys who can do a lot of different things, and it's really exciting to be able to just have a fresh face back there. Jake did what he did when he was here, and he did a great job. Obviously everybody knows Jake Fromm's a great quarterback, great person, a great leader. So it's just excited to see new people step up in the new roles. I'm excited for a breath of fresh air, and I'm excited to see how we go out there and compete. It's really we got a great plan. Coach Munkin put us in a lot of different opportunities to win, to compete at the highest level, and I'm really excited to see where this offense goes.